dedication to the student athletes under their supervision. The older brother of Huntsville-Madison County Hall of Famer Mark Wilson was inducted in 2005 for his stellar baseball career at Lee and later at Auburn University. Richard Wilson has voluntarily coached both the boys and girls tennis teams at his alma mater, Lee High School, for the past 25 years. Unlike such traditional rivals as Huntsville, Grissom, and Randolph, almost all his players were recruited in-house from the Lee student body at large. Many of them had never even picked up a tennis racket until Wilson spotted them during PE in the gym or the lunchroom and asked, "Have you ever thought about?" Richard Wilson was and is a throwback to an almost forgotten era. Many high school coaches who weren't certified teachers would volunteer their services, not for monetary rewards, but for the love of the game and their selfless dedication to the student athletes under their supervision. The older brother of Huntsville-Madison County Hall of Famer Mark Wilson was inducted in 2005 for his stellar baseball career at Lee and later at Auburn University. Richard Wilson has voluntarily coached both the boys and girls tennis teams at his alma mater, Lee High School, for the past 25 years. Unlike such traditional rivals as Huntsville, Grissom, and Randolph, almost all of his players were recruited in-house from the Lee student body at large. Many of them had never even picked up a tennis racket until Wilson spotted them during PE in the gym or the lunchroom and asked, "Have you ever thought about going out for the tennis team?" Richard and Rock grew up playing baseball at Huntsville's Oak Park, but Richard switched to tennis as a ninth grader at Lee in 1978. He got in touch with the ball and bat sports by umpiring baseball and softball, and later playing softball in local church and recreational leagues. But tennis became his primary sport of choice when he got to Lee. Sue Marshall, teacher and tennis coach at Lee for 13 years before she moved to Randolph School, was his first coach. "When I started playing," said Wilson, "I was holding the racket like a baseball bat, swinging two-handed, forehands, and backhands. I hit more balls over the fence than over the net." Mrs. Marshall straightened me out quick. She said, "Richard, this isn't baseball. The idea is to hit that fuzzy ball between the white lines into that little box behind the net, not over the fence." Wilson was a fast learner. He was playing number 2 on the team as a junior. He was number 1 and all-city performer as a senior. "I remember my first teammates," he said. 4 of our 6 starters were African Americans: Carlton Rice, Tracy Clark, Kim Dial, and Earl Bynum. Carlton went on to play college tennis at Alabama A&M, and Tracy played at Clark, Atlanta. Then there was me and the other white guys, Jimmy Hall, Mark Newby, and Paul Cochran. We were all like brothers. Wilson aspired to test his tennis skills at the college levels, but his only feelers came from Gadsden State and Martin College, along with an offer to walk on at the University of North Alabama in Florence. He played a year of varsity tennis at UNA before focusing on academics and student government issues. He had been named Mr. Lee High as a high school senior. As a college senior, he was named Mr. UNA. Returning to his hometown, Richard opened his own business, Wilson Office Supply, which celebrated its 30th anniversary last December. Meanwhile, then Lehigh principal Penny Summers, a good tennis player in her own right, lured him back to his alma mater's tennis program in 1994. She asked me if I'd restart the tennis program, which had been dormant for several years, said Richard. I told her I'd do it for a couple of years just to get it going again. Now it's 2019 and those 2 years turned into 25, and we're still here. How much longer? I don't know, he said. Maybe I'll keep on as long as I've got my health. I still love Lee High School, where I've been involved for 30 years of my life. It's a way of giving back to the community. Wilson has also served as a volunteer kicking coach for the Alabama A&M football program twice. First, when Anthony Jones was the head coach, and currently under second-year A&M coach Connell Maynor. He accepts only a modest stipend, even though he's now an official member of the staff. He has coached 3 all-SWAC kickers while at A&M, Rashawn Kyler, Jeremy Garcia, and the late Chance Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Richard Wilson.